These are the things that I do in order to transition my wardrobe from summer to fall. Very easy, very simple things. You do not have to go and buy an entirely new wardrobe. Obviously, you can add things here and there. You can dabble in some trends because fashion should be fun and there's nothing wrong with that. But for the most part, you should be wearing a lot of your clothes the entire year. That is something that I'm very passionate about, especially with my basics, which is what I wear the majority of the time. So just finding easy ways to wear your favorite pieces every season, but specifically summer to fall, because I feel like that's like the hardest to transition. And I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Organic Basics. The quickest way to transition pretty much any summer piece, especially summer basics, summer dresses, tank dresses, or just like, I'm really loving capris with like a tank and maybe some heeled flip-flops. You throw a button down, a cardigan, a duster, a trench coat, any light layer over it. You guys know I love throwing my crew neck over my shoulders. You can do this with pretty much any summer outfit and it instantly transitions it, in my opinion, especially if you live in a warmer climate. Kimonos, dusters, just any of these like flowy pieces over these kinds of outfits, I'm loving. Not as structured, but even if it is structured, like anything lightweight, I think would work. Swapping my sandals for closed-toed shoes, even though I still wear my sandals and my flip-flops well into the fall. Honestly, I can wear it year-round, but I do like to style things for the winter during the winter. So I do kind of give my flip-flops a little bit of a break. But sneakers, loafers, ballet flats, boots, mules, anything closed-toed. If you live in a hotter climate, mules are one of my go-tos, especially a kitten-heeled, just like pointed toe mule. Like I've had a pair from Stod for I don't know how many years and I pull it out every single fall and winter. I love those shoes so much and they're great as a transitional shoe if you don't really have like cold weather. I recently talked about how I'm loving silver details in shoes and flats and sandals, and I've seen a closed-toed like mule version of this, which I love. I think it's such an interesting, if you already have a plain mule, this is like a cool twist to that, but just closed-toed shoes in general. And I am already working on my fall and winter seasonal picks on ShopMy, so I will link my page already because I do have, for like all of the things that I'm talking about for each category, I already have my picks on there and I'm adding throughout like the entire season. Incorporating fall colors, camel, olive, burgundy, rust. You can add these colors through accessories if you don't want to incorporate it through clothes. Obviously, if you live in a hotter climate, this is like one of the best things that you can do. You can get a tank in like a burgundy color or, you know, like very light layering pieces in these fall colors. Like I recently got a button down shirt from Gap from their sale in like this beautiful purple, like plum color, which I'm loving for the fall. And it's something that I can just throw on again, like I mentioned in the first point, like the light layers over a very like summer outfit, and it instantly makes your outfit a perfect fall outfit. And you're still like, you're not suffocating or anything. You're using the majority of pieces that you already own in your collection. And it looks, you know, it's a perfect transitional outfit. So you can use, if you live in a hotter climate, you can use breathable fabrics that you love. You can just get them in fall colors if you don't already own them. Obviously, try to work with what you have. But if you already have your basics, then adding these like fall colors really transitions things. Switching fabrics, moving from linens to cottons or to heavier fabrics like wool blends, knits, and suede. Obviously, this is like a lot of the things that I'm talking about, I feel like are no-brainers, but they're just such simple things a lot of people don't really think about. Like switching my bags is one of the first things, like not just my bags, but my accessories. For the most part, I transition my woven bags into the fall because I think that they work really well. And I just bring in my suede bags, leather bags for shoes, keep the leathers, incorporate suedes, just really focusing on fall fabrics. Pull out every fall fabric that you have in your closet and just mix it with your spring or summer wardrobe. And obviously, if you live in a hotter climate, then you can keep your cool fabrics, like if you have linens, but you just get them in fall colors if you want, or just keep the black. Like who's gonna really zoom into your outfit? Like if you're wearing black linen pants, like who's gonna tell you, oh, that's not a fall outfit because you're wearing linen pants? Like no, they just look like black pants, you know, but they're very airy and they're not something that's super hot, especially if you're layering, even if it's with light layers, you know. So it doesn't matter. There are no rules. Just work with what you have and with your lifestyle and your environment, and just make it your own. Like that's what style is. There's no rules to this. You don't have to copy everything that other people are doing, especially if they don't live the same lifestyle as you and if they don't live in the same climate as you. And even if you do want to wear hotter fabrics in a hotter climate, it's okay. Like do whatever you want. Just mixing these textures, I think, works really well. Like not just focusing on fabrics being heavier or not, or being more fall appropriate or not, but also just mixing textures. So we have like very soft and feminine textures, and then we have chunkier textures that we would find, you know, in the fall and winter. Mixing them together, I feel works really well. Lace and silk, and then throwing a knit over it, and then like a suede bag. I think like all of these different textures together really makes it easier to transition from summer to fall. Really quickly, I want to talk about the sponsor of today's video, which is Organic Basics. This t-shirt is one of my favorite t-shirts, and it is from them. I also have it in white. I love it so much. I tried a couple of new things from them that I'm so excited to show you guys. If you guys aren't familiar with Organic Basics, they are a Copenhagen-based brand. They specialize in underwear, activewear, and everyday essentials. They're GOTS and GRS certified, so they prioritize using recycled and organic materials. They're part of some amazing initiatives, one of which is 1% for the planet, where 1% of their annual revenue goes to environmental initiatives. They're also part of an impact report, Meet the Makers, and Take Back program. So they're not only putting a lot of time and effort into the pieces that they're creating, but they're making sure that they're doing their part to be as transparent as possible and to give back however they can. So starting with probably my favorite thing that I tried recently from them are these two sets. I got one in plum and one in gray. They're from their everyday collection. This is just the softest, most comfortable, most flattering set ever. I love these pants. I did size up in both, and honestly the top right now is obviously tight because I have my bump. These mock neck style tops are great because you can not only wear them at home, but you can wear them with like jeans or just dress them up and down. The mock neck tops, I did find that the gray is a little tiny bit stretchier than the plum, but they're both stretchy and comfortable, but it's meant to be form fitted. And then for the straight pants, I did size up, but it's still something that is not, you know, gonna be super oversized or anything. And just keep in mind that I am styling things low-waisted, but these pants are meant to sit high-waisted. And then I also got the long sleeve in plum, stretchy, comfortable, breathable. I have a couple of pieces from their Flex collection, but I recently added their Flex bralette. I got it in this soft breeze color, which is a new color that they came out with for the season. I love it. It's this beautiful like sky blue, and I paired it with their Flex hipster, which again, they have different silhouettes of underwear, and I've tried almost all of them and so comfortable. And I paired all of that with their Flex tee in soft breeze. It's one of those shirts that you put on. I don't even have to wear a bra with these because they just hold everything up and they suck you in all the right places without being like uncomfortable. Just very flattering. I also got their Flex long sleeve in midnight blue, which is this beautiful dark rich blue color. I think it's gonna look amazing with dark denim once I don't have a belly. But for now, I just showed you guys with some linen pants, but there are infinite ways to style these kinds of long sleeves, and they're amazing for layering. And finally, from their Flex collection, I got their Flex cheeky briefs, which I had never tried their cheeky underwear before. To no surprise, love them as well. These are their core triangle bralettes, and when I tell you that these are one of the most comfortable bralettes that I have ever tried. So stretchy, there's no spillage. This grows with me and shrinks with me perfectly. I can wear it all throughout pregnancy. It's just so incredibly comfortable and well made. So I got two other colors. I got gray and I got black, and I honestly need every single color because I want to live in these. They also kindly threw in their core ankle socks, and they're just such thick, stretchy, comfortable quality. So I just love wearing all of this together, and I'm so happy that I'm building a very solid loungewear collection because I'm gonna need it. So that's it. I'm gonna link everything down below. I have a discount code from them. It is 10 Jamari for 10% off from their website. So yeah, thank you so much Organic Basics for sponsoring this portion of the video. So we talked about lightweight layering. Now I want to mention just like, you know, your heavier outerwear, your jackets, if you wear blazers. I haven't really, like, I've kind of weaned off of blazers, but I do love a good like belted blazer that just works on its own. You can get your heavier outerwear pieces and just throw them on, or even if they're not like super heavy, like I've been seeing windbreakers or just like these nylon style or these parkas thrown over like capris and some heeled sandals, and I think that it looks so chic and so cool and kind of like sporty, but in a very elevated way, which I love. And it's very transitional, mixing these like summer sandals with like summer capris and a parka, you know, and I think it looks so good. You could just throw anything over it. Very similar to the light layering, but you're working with your fall layering pieces now. So your jackets, your leather jackets, regular jackets, blazers, trenches, transitioning your denim. So for denim, I do wear my white denim well into the winter sometimes because I just like the way that like very light colors look from top to bottom for the winter time. But for the most part, I just wear darker denim in general. So instead of wearing light wash denim, I wear my darker blue denim, my black denim a lot more during this time. So whether it's denim on denim or just my jeans, I mostly gravitate towards darker washes for this time. And obviously, you know, these are washes that I wear the entire year, but now I just wear them a little more. So yeah, it's one of the easiest things that you can do, just swapping your light washes to dark washes during this time of year. So for accessories, I'm definitely planning on wearing my statement jewelry, maybe not my like shell jewelry, even though there's nothing wrong with that. I think I do like my silver shell pendant, I think would still work really well. And you can definitely still wear like ocean inspired pieces, but I do feel like it gives a lot more like summer vibes. But it's totally fine if you want to wear that. But just like my basic statement necklaces, statement jewelry, or woven bags, wooded beaded bags, I'm loving for this time of year. Great transitional pieces, even though they're very like summer. I think that they would work really well and add so much interest to your fall outfits as well. So definitely bringing those over. Leathers, pretty much everything besides my straw bags, I think I'm bringing into the fall. And it's such an easy way to, you know, really utilize your accessories the entire year. My silk pants, my elastic waisted, you know, pants that I love so much from Lisette, that comes with me the entire year. Like I never take those pants off my rack, but just switching like shorts to trousers, light wash denim to dark wash denim. My maxi skirts and dresses, I can definitely dress them for the fall, carry those into the fall. I can just pair it with like a closed toe shoe or a sneaker, throw some light layering over it, or maybe like a knit on my waist or on my shoulders. Pleated skirts and pants, you know, it adds texture to my outfit, and it can obviously work really well with like a chunky knit on top, or even if you're wearing like a tank top. Again, you throw any of the layering pieces that we talked about in this video on top of these summer pieces would work really well. So whatever works for you. Pretty much for me, it's just transitioning. Like even though I can definitely wear shorts, and I'm planning on wearing like capris for this time of year, regular shorts, I usually just, that's what I'm swapping out. And finally, I have stockings and tights. For me, this is something that I pull out mostly towards the end of fall, beginning of winter. And they're sheer tights. I love my sheer tights, especially with shorter dresses or skirts. It's such an easy way to transition your shorter pieces. Even for like shorts, if you want to wear shorts, like tailored shorts, A-line shorts, I think that they look great with sheer stockings underneath. You know, it's such a great way to wear your shorter pieces, your shorter summer pieces, and well into the winter. And then you could just throw like a big coat or jacket over it, a closed-toed heel, pointed mule heel, or regular heel, sling back heels, under dresses, skirts, shorts, you name it. Like it's such an easy way to transition these pieces that you just don't really feel comfortable, or the weather just doesn't allow you to wear it and a coat just isn't enough. Like just throwing stockings or tights. It's like such an obvious thing to do, but it really is such a great way for you to be able to wear these shorter pieces that you wear during the summertime into the fall and winter. especially like my black pieces. A lot of my stuff is black or dark, or like, like a color that just works really well for the fall and winter. So that's how I wear these pieces during this time. And that's it. Those are easy things that I do every single fall when I'm transitioning my summer pieces into my fall wardrobe. You can really get a lot of use out of your staples throughout the entire year by implementing these things. So I'm going to try to link as much as I can down below. I'll link everything from Organic Basics, and I also started my fall and winter seasonal picks on ShopMy. If you guys want to check that out, I will link it in the description. And yeah, thank you so much, Organic Basics, for sponsoring this video. Don't forget that you can get 10% off with the code 10JMary, and I will see you in my next video.